Cheers! Posh cheers, it cheers, it posh. Posh, it cheers, it cheers.
Who are you, boy?
I'm a Boxtroll.
Then let's see you fit in your box.
Please help us.
You need to look like a proper boy. Yes. Yes. No. When you meet someone, you must look them in the eye and shake hands. What are you doing?
Boxtrolls, come out, come out!
No more hiding, right?
Okay, welcome back, people. Today we are reviewing Boxtrolls, which is one of the newest movies this year.
Stop motion movie.
Stop motion animation made by the same people who made Paranorman
and Caroline.
Yeah, I enjoyed this film.
Yeah,
it was very funny, it was entertaining, and it was a very good film, kids film overall.
Yep.
Okay,
let's start with the story.
Why
aren't they ripping out our eyeballs and eating our faces? And where are the rivers of blood and mountains of bones? I was promised mountains of bones!
I told you we don't eat people.
The Boxtrolls, right? They're little creatures that live in boxes that hide and who like to come out of the surface at night and like take things for creating their little world underground, right? One night, a little boy gets taken. We won't tell you what happens, but he gets taken and he is raised by the Boxtrolls. And he thinks he's a Boxtroll himself. And so the story starts off with him growing up slowly from a little baby and growing into
a teenager.
And yeah, then we get into the story of the subplot of a little girl who's the daughter of the mayor of the town that they're in.
Yeah.
Or whatever he is.
Yeah.
And yeah, and there's the villain who is the guy who goes to get rid of all the Boxtrolls and wants to get a white hat, which signifies that he is an important person in the town. And yeah, he gets to eat cheese, which actually he's allergic to, so it's ridiculous. But he's a really good villain. I enjoyed it. He was funny.
He was creepy.
The stop motion brought out his emotions with his smile, and it was pretty creepy. But it was a cool villain, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I did. It sounds to me. Let's get into the characters of the movie.
The characters of the film.
Him.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
Very good.
even if I don't mean it.
What? Well, I never.
And it's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, the boy. What's the boy's name? Do you remember?
Eggs.
Eggs. He's raised by a Boxtroll called Fish. Fish. And
Each Boxtroll has a unique sort of character about him.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. That's what I really enjoyed. Kind of like the minions from Despicable Me.
Yeah. They're enjoyable characters, and they're really good characters. And yeah, there's also the villain, as I told you about, and there's also the little girl.
All the posh people were really bland. Like,
yeah, the posh people were a bit like stereotypical, and they weren't really enjoyable people, but they were only in it for a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And
there's funny things you can do with he thinks he's a Boxtroll, but he's actually a human. There's actually funny shit thrown into there that I really enjoyed. Like, this is really funny at some parts.
Yeah, it was really funny film. Yeah. Like it's funny for kids. It's funny for everyone. And let's get into the music. The music of the film was pretty generic, sort of olden stop motion sort of music. Like, they added to Paranorman. It's sort of like a little bit creepy, sort of olden time-ish sort of music, like with bell towers and stuff.
Yeah.
It was good music, but animations.
That stop motion here looks beautiful as always.
Yeah, the stop motion is great. Like it makes it feel real, like you're in it, and it's done really well.
And you think there are chickens in the background that are eating food?
There are
Yes, they
chickens in the background. I know. We know. Sorry.
Yeah. They add some CGI sometimes in there as well. So yeah. Well, super movie summary.
First things first. Off with the box. Stop that! All right, you petty thieves. Bring me your loot.
Movie summary.
Yeah. You can go first. I really enjoyed this movie. It was a bit slow.
At the start,
Yeah, it was a bit slow. I still enjoyed it, even though it was a bit slow. At the second half, just went boom, 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 boom. This might, if you're taking like a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old to this movie, they might get changed by this movie because there are some dark scenes in the movie. And I really enjoyed it. I'm just gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Yeah, this movie was an enjoyable film. It's good for kids. It's good for adults. The animation's great. It's funny, and they've done a good job with it. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Are
we gonna do spoilers?
Spoiler territory. We'll do a spoiler territory. Now, the child wasn't actually taken. It was given to him. That's what
By a human. Yep.
The villain thinks they're evil. The villain makes out they're evil, but the villain
Is actually evil.
well, yeah, he's the villain. He takes over and he knocks out the father of the child, who's I think is like it's got some sort of name to him, and takes him. And then the villain actually makes out that the Boxtrolls are evil because the Boxtrolls took him in safely. Because the inventor, which is the guy he knocked out, is his father. And he actually knew that the Boxtrolls were okay and they were fine, but the villain made out that they were evil and told the town that they were evil.
Mm.
Okay, one thing I did not enjoy about the film was that I guess it was sort of funny, but I thought it was kind of ridiculous that the villain was also dressed up as a lady. That everyone liked, and it was funny, but it was a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy that. I didn't buy that at all. But yeah, the comic relief, like the henchmen of the villain, they're all really funny as well. Like, well, one of them. Then that was the small guy, the midget. He cracked me up for the whole film. He was so funny. Yeah, and yeah, and let's get to the ending of the film. So, the villain
ends up. The guy finds out
the Boxtrolls home.
Yeah, the little kid finds out that he's actually taking the Boxtrolls and making them create a big giant robot, which is kind of cliche and a bit cheesy
and a bit
used.
Creepy for it. Well, the design of the robot thing is a bit creepy as well, kind of like it's a stop motion film, and they make it all creepy.
But it's cool. Like is making them create a big robot that he uses to destroy their home, and he wants to take the white hat and eat cheese, which he's actually allergic to, which is pretty gross.
Yeah, and then he eats the finest cheese, and then he just blows up. But they didn't really show it because it's a kids' movie, but whatever. Yeah.
But
anyway, spoiler annotation going. That's our review of Boxtrolls. We enjoyed it. We didn't love it, but we liked it.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for watching.
Tell us what to review next. Like, subscribe, comment.
Stand up for yourselves. Don't be afraid anymore.